And coming up right now, an explosion of doo-doo, feces everywhere. It takes drivers, bikers, walkers all by surprise. Oh, crap.
Goodness gracious. There's everywhere. Also coming up, it might be considered the dirtiest little secret in the beauty industry. We're exposing the details of this stomach-turning trend.
A little bit later on, the verdict is in after Justin Timberlake was accused of driving under the influence in the Hamptons.
Good. Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English. We are welcoming you to Daily Flash for this Friday. Man, we love it. We're getting ready for the weekend.
We love a good Friday, don't we?
We also love a good Matt Doolittle. Do we have one of those hanging around?
Guys, I told you I got a new cat.
Now you have two. You have two
I showed
cats.
up and we got a new cat. So we take it to the vet, right? Because Kiki, my main cat, and this new cat don't get along. So we're like, hey, let's go to the doctor and, let the vet try to figure this out.
Sure, yeah.
Perfectly fine in front of the vet. We take them home. They start fighting again.
It's called you should name the cat Eddie Haskell.
I mean, her new name is
Two
Charlotte
different
Flair. We did name her after the wrestler.
After who? After what?
Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair.
Ric Flair's daughter.
Is it going to have its own Instagram page?
Yes, it will. She already has one.
All right.
Getting there.
Here's what you got. You got Mitch, Andrea, Matt, and Matt has, by the way, no life
Nope.
except for his cats
and Disney.
now.
That's my life.
That'll keep it in Disney.
Well, that's okay. I mean,
It's a good start.
Keeps me out of jail.
It keeps you out of trouble. This
And
is
that's
true.
all that matters, man.
What age do you think is it appropriate to give a child a cell phone?
A cell phone, I'm 14.
14,
I think
okay.
now 14. I think
Okay.
10 years ago I would have said a lot older, but I say
Yeah.
14.
Whenever they get to high school. I
Okay.
think. By
All right.
ninth grade, whatever age that is.
14 to 16 is the
Yeah.
average experts have
Okay.
agreed on. However, kids as young as 3, 4 years old are
Yeah.
getting cell phones. And they're saying not only are they getting the cell phones, but they're also, at age 4, watching YouTube for 4 or 5 hours a day.
They even know how to get to, they find it. I think the biggest thing, and this was years ago, there was a kid that was opened up a magazine
Yes, and then
kept on trying to swipe it, to change it. It showed me, wow, things have totally changed.
Yeah.
And I would imagine there's even like doctors, pediatricians and stuff, there's something about stimulation as far as reading things and knowing that, okay, well, this thing that has a little screen on it is going to be my source for whatever I need, which is not far from the truth. But they need to have stimulation outside of that prior, right?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. And I think too, when it comes to parents and social media on the cell phone, you have to be so involved. I can't even imagine what it's like to be a parent these days. You're having that experience because you've got a teenager at home.
And Liza, my wife, had said, "Listen, this is because she was reading, listening to some experts out there and saying, listen, if you take it away from them, you take away their entire life."
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, you're like, I don't know what to do. If I had to be, it was basically you're sending them to their room and they have to figure it out. And it's the way she was kind of selling it was like, it's a bad thing to take it away from them because then they don't have that communication with their friends and their social thing. And I'm like, I didn't agree with it because I think that first I did fine.
Yes.
You did fine.
Yeah.
Maddie.
Well, he did. He's got 2 cats at home, so
Maddie did great. But it is a big thing. I think as way too young. I think, and then why do they need cell service? Like $50 a month for cell service.
Well, that's true too. And then you're finding that so many schools here in the U.S. are starting to rethink their cell phone policy and making kids either lock them up, before school starts, and then give them to them after. Matt?
I'm not kidding you. My friend's kid is 3, and we were at his restaurant hanging out, and all of a sudden he gets a notification. He goes, hey, my kid's live streaming my wife on the toilet. No. And he knew how to get in the phone and live stream her. And he's like, look, this is funny.
They are very, very smart. If kids can learn languages at a young age, think of that as a language. They'll pick it up pretty quick. All right, we'd love to hear what you have to think. What age would be perfect? You can drop us an email. Easiest way to do is just go to our website, dailyflashshow.com, and click on the sound off button. It sends us an email. We'll share it on the air. We go now to a stomach turning and churning video. Check this out. And you're going to want to see it, okay? It shows the moment sewage erupted. Yes, because you're not involved in it. A sewage erupted like a volcano on a busy Chinese motorway. cars, pedestrians, bikers, all covered in poo, and now it's being called Poocano. His mother names too. Check this out. Look at your screen. The eruption of waste came, sewage pipes ruptured, shocking video shows a huge brown Look at that.
Oh, come on.
Which used to be the Cleveland Browns, but no. Anyway,
That's funny right there.
33 feet in the air, cars, pedestrians, dash cam video shows that sewage flowing out of the pipes, splattering across windshields and the faces of bikers as well. Because you know over there, everybody rides on it like, oh! No one was hurt. A number of cars were damaged from that explosion. The rupture was a result of construction workers pressure testing the new system. And no probiotics either at all. That ruined your day.
Somebody didn't eat their fiber.
Colon blow is
Colon blow.
You remember that on Saturday Night Live, colon blow? It was like, how many cereal?
I mean, how many buffet jokes can you make with that, though?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of buffet, and yeah.
Was it a volcano or a tornado? Because I could see a punado as part of that.
A punado? Yeah, once it got up in there. I don't know, but it sounds like, no matter what you call it, it sounds like something Dairy Queen would name one of their items. Like Blizzard and Milkquake and a punado. Ew. I don't want to think anymore. Get this out of my mind.
Just that video of it exploding. That's funny right there. I'm a man who likes a good fart joke. And that's the ultimate fart joke.
That's me after bad pork. Let me tell you that.
Oh, man.
If you ever wanted to see that.
Well, clearly the testing did not work. There's an issue in the system. It's no longer a dirty little secret. The latest wellness trend to make headlines involves crunchers, or people who promote the health benefits of eating dirt.
No.
Most of these dirty little products are sold as ingestible clay and can cost up to $30 for a small jar. Some researchers say the dirt diet has health benefits and could reduce the need for eating meat or dairy. There are even a few reports claiming that digesting a heaping spoonful of deep earth could be good for your gut and your skin.
Maybe folks in China might need some of that.
Yeah, mix that in with their.
I don't know. It seems like if that was the case, maybe we would have known something about this a long time ago. They say no matter what, like your vegetables, we eat a certain amount of dirt anyway in your stomach.
Sure.
And seriously, since I've been with my wife, she's a doctor of nutrition, so she's got me on probiotics and it helps out your stomach. I would imagine there's some benefits in that, but I couldn't see. I mean, like it really making that big of a difference. You're eating dirt. You know what I'm saying?
I know for a while there was a hot product on Amazon called Indian clay, and you'd get it, and it was good for to put on your face and your feet. But some people were actually ingesting it because they were saying, well, it's good for my digestion. I just see problems with that altogether because somebody's going to eat the whole jar and then they'll end up in the ER and they're not going to understand why.
And
isn't that the whole reason for your appendix though? Was because back in our caveman days, it was supposed to break down like dirt and stuff. That's all. And then when it doesn't work, that's when you got to take it out. That's what I thought. That's what I always read it was for.
Interesting. Dr. Doolittle over here.
Yes,
Doolittle. Thank you, right. Doctor.
Pop star Justin Timberlake worked out a plea deal following his recent DUI arrest in New York. 43-year-old former boy bander avoided drunk driving charges and instead is accepting traffic violation fines. Timberlake pulled over and arrested, you remember this, in the Hamptons back in June. Reckless driving, ran a stop sign, refused a breathalyzer after claiming he had just one martini. And police said that he failed actually a series of sobriety tests out in the field. Also displayed signs of heavy intoxication. And they tell him, when you get famous, just don't do the breathalyzer. Because then, they have evidence against you. But if you don't do a breathalyzer, you automatically surrender your license by doing it. It says that, or at least in Florida is. I would imagine all the other ones are.
A couple things here. The power of privilege, right? He can afford a really good lawyer to get him out of that ticket. But B, you're a celebrity with what I would assume is gobs of cash. Why don't you hire a driver?
It seems that easy, right?
I don't get it. Why don't you have a driver? If you're going to drink and party, great, but don't drive yourself.
And he has to have an assistant or somebody to do that.
The only reason he got popped anyway is because the cop didn't know who he was because the cop was too young. He goes, I don't know who you are. That was the only reason.
Which is probably more of an insult to Justin than the ticket.
Especially in the Hamptons where it's like, celebrity row and everything. They're like, go along your way. But he's like, I don't know who you are. And he's like, I'm Justin Timberlake. He's like, that's great. Get out.
I think, playing that card, has it ever worked at all?
Don't you know who I am?
Because the moment you do that, you're making the cop, well now, hey, I've just arrested a celebrity. I could
Well, look at the recent issue with Tyreek Hill down in Miami when he got pulled over speeding through a construction zone. They say close to 100 miles an hour in his, what was it, Ferrari or Lamborghini? Got pulled over and gave the cops attitude. And it's like, bro, I don't know who you are.
Well, he literally had a poster right in front of him on the stadium 100 yards away.
And I think that's the reason why he was going 100 miles an hour. Yeah. Like, who's going to do this?
Exactly.
I don't, in his press conference, he said, he took some responsibility, which I'm always big on that. But even still, just because who you are doesn't mean it's going to get you out of anything, right? I have so many speeding tickets. We got more Flash after. Hey everybody, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English along with Andrea Jackson. And today we're going to be talking about new relationships.
Yeah, the big question, how do you find new love after divorce? Relationship trauma expert Dr. Janie Lacey is here with her professional advice. Hey, Dr. Janie.
Hi, Dr. Janie.
Hello, guys. So happy to be here.
We're happy to have you here. I should have found you about 5 years ago, but I lucked out and I found my love of my life. But there's some emotional challenges that people really have to face and really actually open up to when they're looking for new love after divorce. What are they? And what's some problems that are things that people do wrong that maybe could change their life and trying to find somebody new?
Well, there's no doubt, Mitch, after someone has gone through a divorce, they can face a lot of different emotional challenges. So some of the things that I'll see with some of the people that I work with, the number one thing is the fear of vulnerability, right? So they've been down that road, they've been hurt, they've opened themselves up. So especially if there's been a failed relationship, they struggle with this ideal of opening themselves up again, because we also know it takes vulnerability. And then what we'll also see with that fear of a vulnerability is trust issues, and not necessarily about trusting someone else. It's also about trusting their own judgment, because they're like, well, I was in this relationship before, I was divorced, and obviously I didn't pick right. So we'll see that for many times, as well as a couple of other challenges. Like we see people that carry their guilt and their shame, especially if they feel like they were the cause of the previous relationship breakup. So entering into that new relationship, you have to deal with your baggage. And a lot of times people don't truly deal with the baggage that they're bringing into that new relationship.
Man, you are just pressing buttons. I'm like raising my hand at everything you said. You're 100% right. And once you get through it, the new relationship really blossoms.
This is true. We did some research, believe it or not, Dr. Janie. We sent our folks out to the street. What would you say to this guy? Take a listen.
I've never had a wife.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally shared my last name with someone who belonged to the streets.
Okay, never had a wife, but shared his last name with someone who belongs on the streets.
Where do
you begin?
Yeah, where do you begin with that? First of all, I like the guy's hat.
Well, we can break a lot of things down based off of what he said. But what I would say based off of what he shared is that the person he was in the relationship with, he didn't know her, and I would assume that perhaps she didn't have any boundaries when he said that she's for the streets. But, what I would share with him is making it less about her and more about his healing journey. Because especially when someone has betrayed us or they turned out to not be the person who you thought you're in a relationship with, it's easy to kind of really fall into that victim mode. And I understand that there are true victims out there, but in order to get yourself back up, you really have to look at, okay, what can I learn from this situation and what would I do differently going forward? So I think that would be extremely important for me to share with him. And yeah, his hat was great.
And guess what? He's still single.
Yeah. But you'd have to take his last name and he might think you're off the streets. Listen, okay, the biggest thing is you're in this new relationship. How, maybe you're with somebody of those like that or yourself, how can you tell if you've actually healed from that relationship?
Everyone's journey is going to be different, right? So it's not a linear process. It's almost like a zigzag when I think about the healing process. But there are some key things that I would suggest that you look for. Number one is emotional stability. People come and keep me in business because of their emotional stability, right? So emotional stability, this is where they can think about their past relationships without getting these intense emotional reactions. So they can have feelings about them, but if they don't become overwhelming, and sometimes when we see people become overwhelming when they're talking about their spouse in the past and they have these negative reactions towards them, there's a sign that potentially they're not in that place of healing. So acceptance, this is what has happened in my past, and they don't stay stuck there. And another sign that I would highly suggest people look for is their ability to self-reflect. So if they're talking about it's all the other person's fault and they have not taken any responsibility or any level of learning from that relationship, you're probably going to get a precursor to what it's going to be like with that person as far as not taking responsibility potentially. And, there's some other things I would highly suggest. Do they have the ability to really be able to be emotionally available to you? To sit in your presence, hear your side of whatever you're going through in your life without trying to overcorrect or trying to interrupt, right? So communication skills is going to be key. And those are things that you can pick up in the dating relationship, how someone communicates, how they listen, how they're present with you.
You mentioned a key word there, acceptance. Many people feel hesitant about dating again post-divorce, especially if they've been cheated on. What advice do you have for building confidence and re-entering the dating scene?
First, they have to heal.
Yeah.
So before diving back into the dating scene, that they have to go through a process. And I can't necessarily say it has to be going to therapy, but they have to go through a process where they're emotionally on a healing journey. And that can involve therapy. That can also involve self-reflection and simply just giving yourself time. But we know that time alone, right? It's going to be what you're doing in that time. And it's not healthy to get under someone else and try to get over the next person. So really take the time. And then what I also suggest is redefining your worth. Sometimes people come from a divorce or a failed relationship and they will tie that to their self-worth. So they have to remember, especially if their ex-partner had some type of infidelity, that is not a reflection of who they are. That was a reflection of that person's choices and not their values. And, other things I would share is to start slow. There's no rush. This is not a sprint, and your worth is not defined by being in a relationship. Some people choose not to be in a relationship or choose not to be married, and that is their choice. And setting realistic expectations for your life, especially if you have kids and you have a thriving career, right? You have to really understand that not every day will also lead to potential long-term relationship. And, a couple other things I'll share is just really being honest with and others. Focus on your personal.
I imagine
yourself. Other people. Absolutely.
Janie, thank you so much. More information about finding new love after divorce, go to our website, dailyflashshow.com, or you can check out janielacey.com. She also has a podcast you want to check out. We're going to have you more because, you got so much to say. We love having you on, Janie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey now, welcome to Doing It. The new one for a while. Now, if you've lived in the U.S. over the last year, you have seen a Cybertruck, and that's my visceral reaction every time I see one, and that's usually how we react. Now, look at these fantastic fails of this thing, and I keep seeing them all over town. Now, when they first came into production, it was, look at the unicorn out there. Look at this crazy thing. Now people are putting wraps on these things for $100,000. And you see a green one. You see an orange one. You see a black one. No. Make it look like a cool DeLorean looking thing, right? Isn't that what it's supposed to be? Now, I don't know that Doc Brown would have gone back to the future in a Cybertruck. Now, they do go fast. They are awesome. See, with the smashy smash. And here's the problem. If you own one in Chicago or New York, people are shooting at them because they're bulletproof. I put that in air quotes, bulletproof. So if you have one of these, I just think it's insane that you want that because people are staring at you while you're driving through. I kid ye nay, I was at an Arby's. I did eat at Arby's. And there was a Cybertruck and it got stuck in the drive-thru because of the way the thing turned around. Now I mentioned the wrapping. Here is some sacrilege that I swear to baby Christmas, if I find this guy, I'm going to lose my mind. All right. Somebody put Dale Earnhardt posters all over it.
I think I've seen it. Yes, I've seen this.
This is not America right here, guys. Okay, I get it.
He has
Stone Steve Austin.
And he has InfoWars.
But look, no, you do not do that. Let us not do this with the Cybertrucks. That is not take the America off. That is not how those are supposed to work.
Pennsylvania plates.
If you have $100,000 to throw at a car and you do that to it, I say shame on you, and we are not doing it with you.
All right.
Guys, what do you think of this? Every time I see one, I just go,
We had a huge parade here for the Little League Championships, right?
Yeah.
And there was a Cybertruck that was wrapped in the parade, and the kids lost their minds. Not for the World Series winners, but for the Cybertruck that was in the parade.
It looks cool. I get it.
on.
If I had that money, I would buy one. But the thing looks like a
You're hating on the Tesla.
no, I love Teslas.
Okay.
If I could have it, I'd have an X one, the one with the wings and all that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Okay.
The
Cybertruck
Cybertruck.
doesn't work for you.
I have a friend. He has it, and he did it all black. He did it all in black, and it looked really
I
cool.
bet that
The
was
problem is, if you have a Cybertruck, how many people are going to come up to you and want to look at
Yes.
it? So get ready.
They
for
want
that,
to touch
which
your
is
truck.
why you got it.
And they want to
Of
shoot it in
course.
Chicago and New
They want
York.
to shoot it. Exactly. All right, thank you
Guys.
there, Matt. Let's jump into some trending news out here. YouTube sensation Jake Paul actually just recently raised some eyebrows after posting a video on Instagram of a shirtless workout. The reel shows Paul during a training session and bench pressing 500 pounds. Look at this, y'all.
Yeah.
Our follower is a little less impressed with his muscle, more about his large stomach. Some accused the YouTube star, the turned pro boxer, wearing a fake belly. They called out the
Clearly.
absence of Jake's notable tattoos, indicated that he was definitely wearing a prosthetic. Paul has been in training to fight Mike Tyson for months, and Mike, who's 58 years old, actually backed out of their scheduled match in July after some unexpected health issues. So we'll see that. Yeah, it's fake. Yeah, it's totally
That's fake. That's fake. I've been fighting my wife over this, not fighting her, but you know what I mean. I've been arguing with her over that. She goes, "How did he get that fat?" I'm like, "It's a bodysuit."
Yeah.
It's a belly. It's a prosthetic
Yeah.
belly. Yeah.
So maybe that you would bet against him and his odds would get a little bit
No.
higher.
I don't know.
Right?
The fight's going to be a joke anyway. Mike's going to knock him out in 2 seconds.
I agree.
that to protect himself.
Right,
I
there you
like
go,
how he
protection.
attempted to put some tattoos on the fake belly too, just to kind of
You can't
fool
get that
your
fat
face.
that
Somebody that
Trust me.
has to wear a fake belly all the time, guys, it does get old.
Mitch, if you and I wanted to get that fat that quick, we know how to do it. He does not.
He does not. No, true. An Aussie gym owner who banned members from recording their personal workouts is motivating other gyms to follow his lead. While critics initially claimed the Aussie gym would lose members, the opposite actually happened. His decision to ban tripods and selfie videos was initially motivated by protecting some of his celebrity clients. However, the gym became so cluttered with selfie sticks and recording equipment that it also became a safety issue.
Of course,
As a
yeah.
result, many workout facilities across the globe are introducing a no record rule to ensure the safety and privacy of their
Hey,
customers.
why don't they? I know, like it's like back when I used to go to the gym. You would have to go back. When you went to the bathroom and it went like this and then like that. They should make a stop. What's it called? Like at the
Turnstile?
No, not
Stop,
turnstile.
step and repeat?
Step and repeat.
Step
Make
and
something
repeat.
like that. They can, this side would be a mirror or something like that.
Oh,
a mirror.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then they're getting promotion because it says their gym's name and it's
Yes.
away from everybody and they can go and do all that stuff
I
that
love
they
it.
want, or have a room somewhere set aside for that. Because if according to internet law, if you don't record your workout, you didn't really work out, right?
At my
So-
gym,
Is
and
that
I do
the-
go across the street over here at LA Fitness, there are multiple people that have tripods set up like it's a
No,
production studio.
they do not.
Yes, they do.
Oh,
and I have
no.
gone up multiple times and been like, "Can we not do this?" And they're like, "We can't ban it." It's
Yeah.
insane.
It's the same thing every time.
Yeah, well, it's same
always
people.
wearing-
Same
It's
people.
Always with the booty workouts.
Yeah.
They're selfieing their booty workouts.
So, should we get rid of it altogether? We want to know.
Our
Why don't
producer
you?
James. Oh yeah, booty workout.
In our ear, we can hear our producer, sweet baby Jay.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everybody, Mitch English here.
Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
We're so glad to have you here on
Yes,
our
we
Friday.
are.
We like to have lots of fun. Not sure if you know this, but the eighth season already that we've been doing Daily Flash. We keep on getting bigger.
Woo!
Oh yeah, very nice. Yeah, very happy. Very happy. we got an email. If you go to our website, dailyflashshow.com, you can drop us comments and any
It's
engagement.
free, right?
It's
It's
free.
free.
Yeah, we
Buy
lifted
one,
it.
get one free.
Yeah, we were finding, we had coupons we were sending out to everybody. And somebody who just says, what is the deal with this show? And
I love that.
and I'm still writing.
love this guy.
Well, that's interesting. And
What is
that
the
email-
deal with this show?
That email came in on Friday, and I'm still writing what the deal is with the show. Anyway, we love to hear from you no matter what. It's called engagement, okay?
You're thinking it through. I like
I'm trying
that.
to do
Yes.
so. All right. If you want to stop the aging process, there's new research out that says you should travel. New from Australia, it's Edith Cowan University that has just come out.
Okay.
And it says that the effects of traveling have a lot to do with your mental condition, from socializing, engaging, mental stimulation, even walking, because usually when you go somewhere on vacation, you're always walking and everything, and how important that is. They say that actually could stop the aging process altogether. It's not going to, you're still going to get older by all means, but mentally, you're stimulating your mind enough and you're seeing new things and experiencing new things that you're able to really stop the process of, it's all in the brain. That's why they always say you're only as old as you think you are, right? And so they say get out and travel. We got tech lifestyle expert Carly Knobloch with her must-have tech ideas to help today's connected parents. Hi, Carly. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me on the Daily Flash. So yeah, for all the busy families, I teamed up with these brands today that I think will really help parents out. First off, if you're a mom like me, you're concerned about how screen time is affecting your kids' eye health. And the good news is that more devices like these here are available with healthier e-ink, e-paper screens. With the average person spending a whopping 7 hours a day looking at screens, e-paper mimics the look of traditional paper, reducing eye strain and blue light exposure compared to backlit LCDs. This technology really helps eliminate the harsh glare, the eye fatigue, and the disrupted sleep, so kids can focus more on learning. Kids are back in school, parents are busy, and pest control is just one more thing to worry about. But the Zevo flying insect trap solves the problem. Its UV and blue light technology attracts and traps houseflies, fruit flies, and gnats. Nobody wants any of those. Plus, they're odorless, they're mess-free, and they're under $20. And then for $35, the Zevo Max traps even more bugs by giving you the power of 2 traps in one, and its 5-foot cord lets you bring it to problem areas. And you can find these in mass retailers. Now, for peace of mind, once the school day is over, parents want a way to keep an eye on kids at home even if they're still at work. Ecobee's Total Security and Savings Bundle can do just that. It includes their smart doorbell camera, smart thermostat premium, and smart sensors, plus 1 year of home monitoring. I love how you can get an alert on your phone when your kids get home, which is instant peace of mind. And you can talk to them through the 2-way talk on the doorbell too, and make sure they get going on their homework. Now, as a mom, I find the most daunting part of back to school is all the paperwork, the permission slips, the after-school programs, and the medical forms. With the DocuSign app, you can manage it all effortlessly. With just a few taps on your phone or your tablet, you can fill out, sign, and send back documents securely from wherever you are. Whether you're emailing them or storing them in the cloud, the whole process is fast, simple, and the best part is it's completely free. And then lastly, everyone in the family is looking for a laptop that's well-priced, lightweight, and has a long battery life. And I've got one right here. It's the Asus VivoBook S15. 19 hours of battery life, a sleek metal body with military-grade durability, and their OLED screen gives incredible visuals in any environment. Plus, super easy access to AI tools like a dedicated Microsoft Copilot key and the Asus exclusive StoryCube app that helps you manage all your photos, videos, and files with ease. And for more info on everything I covered, including links, just head over to inthenews.tv.
All right, not sure if you're like this, but I know I am. I love fall. It's here. So we got to get ready for some seasonal updates and some quick household makeovers. Lifestyle and design expert Kelly Edwards joins us with her latest tips and tricks on how to get the home all in order.
October is Fire Prevention Month, so this is your reminder to be proactive about installing the proper protection in your home. Now, following a false alarm, which is typically caused by cooking or steam in the kitchen, many people tend to disable their smoke alarm. Well, First Alert, the most trusted brand in fire safety, offers smoke and carbon monoxide alarms with precision detection, advanced sensing technology to help reduce these nuisance alarms and provide an earlier warning. Now, this is also a reminder that smoke alarms should be be installed on every level in every bedroom and tested regularly, and they won't last forever. So you want to replace them about every 10 years. You go to firstalert.com. Now, if you want to have a healthier home with exceptional air quality, then you must turn to LG. Now, LG has their LG PuriCare Aero Tower with nanofiber, true HEPA, and heating mode. Now, this is a sleek air purifier. It has superb filtration with nanofiber, true HEPA, and multiple layers of powerful filters that capture that fine dust and allergens like pet dander. Now, they have their PM 1.0 sensor that continuously monitors and detects these really small particles as small as 1 micron. Now, it also has a fan cooling mode as well as a heat mode, so you can customize the temperature in any room, any time of year. And if you want to check on your air quality, you can actually go to their smart LCD display or go to the ThinQ app. You can go to LG.com for more information. Now, if you're a DIYer like me and you want to get into those painting projects this fall, Frog Tape is definitely the way to go. The Frog Tape is a multi-surface painter's tape that ensures high-quality professional results and simplifies the painting process for DIYers as well as professionals. It has their exclusive color block technology, which seals the tape edges, so it's going to prevent any paint bleed. You're going to get super sharp lines. Perfect for all of your fall painting projects. It has a solvent-free adhesive for a quick bonding and a clean removal. So this is great for cured painted walls, for glass, for metal, and so much more. And you go to frogtape.com. Now, last but not least, we want to make sure that we are safe and secure in the fall and winter months. So you want to turn to the Jackery 2000 V2. This is the lightest, the smallest portable power station of its class, designed to power everything from refrigerators to laptops. It is a 2,200 watt output and a 10-year lifespan. It charges in less than 2 hours and provides instant backup in case of an emergency. It is clean, it is silent, it is super safe for indoor use because it uses no fuel and you will have no maintenance costs. So whether you're preparing for a storm or maybe you're simply just going on a camping trip, which we all love to do in the fall months, you can turn to the Jackery 2000 V2. It will definitely have you covered. And you want to look out for their special Prime Day pricing, which starts on October 7th. You go to jackery.com for more information about that.
There's much more trending news and entertainment heading your way, but first let's check in with our friends at the Daily Buzz right here on Daily Flash.
Plasma carries antibodies, clotting factors, and proteins and is used to treat more than 300 life-threatening conditions. But with plasma in short supply, you should know donating pays in many ways.
I started back in June of 2010. At the time, it was to supplement my income. Since then, I have donated more than 1,400 times. I go twice a week. I hardly ever miss. It's been a really rewarding experience knowing that I'm helping so many people.
The cherry on top, the process is quick and easy.
You download the Aquapharma app. From there, you'll fill out a few questions, yes or no questions. From there, you'll head to your local Aquapharma Plasma donating center in your area. Once you get there, you'll meet with a screener for about 3 to 5 minutes. Donations typically range anywhere from 30 minutes to 60 minutes. You can donate twice every 7 days with at least 48 hours in between.
Go to aquapharmaplasma.com for more.
Follow the Daily Buzz on social media.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. We all know there's actually no cure for the common cold, but there are ways to protect yourself from actually getting it. Our medical expert, Dr. Ken Redcross, joins us with a few helpful tips. In the latest, Dr. Ken Redcross to the rescue, Health Minute.
Cold prevention means keeping up healthy habits you already have in place. Washing your hands often reduces the spread of cold viruses. Getting a good night's sleep keeps your body's natural defenses at optimal efficiency. Drinking water also helps keep your body healthy as the mucous membranes that line the mouth, nose, and throat work more effectively as a protective barrier against germs when hydrated. What you eat also makes a difference. Try to incorporate more foods with vitamins C, D, E into your diet as they are believed to support the immune system. Bolster your body's defenses by staying active. Exercise can stimulate the immune system and promote healthy sleep. If you do get sick, listen to your body and take it easy. Practice caution when taking conventional over-the-counter medications, as it can be easy to take too much or mix medications that have same ingredients. For worry-free relief, I recommend homeopathic Cold Calm by Boron for children and adults age 4 and up. Cold Calm targets specific symptoms at every stage of the common cold. These non-drowsy phenylephrine-free melt-away tablets are easy to take at the first sign to relieve sneezing, runny nose, nasal congestion, and occasional minor sore throat. By following these self-care tips, you will save yourself a lot of time and frustration that comes with catching a cold. I'm Ken Red Cross with your Dr. Red Cross to the Rescue Health Minute.
October is known as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Here's plastic surgeon Dr. Kelly El-Khaleen with more on breast augmentation and breast reconstruction options. Hi, doctor.
Hi, and thanks for having me. So I'm here with Natrel. Natrel is a breast implant brand, and they have 35 years of experience producing safe, amazing breast implants. They have 5 different profiles and 3 different gummy cohesive silicone gel. And those things together give the largest variety of implants. So as a plastic surgeon, I can better help my patients achieve their aesthetic goal. Now, an augmentation is a cosmetic procedure where a woman chooses an implant to enhance their breast size and shape. And a reconstruction is a surgery to allow a woman to restore their breast after cancer surgery, trauma, or even a congenital anomaly. It's really important as a surgeon that I have lots of options for my patients because ultimately, whether it's cosmetic or a reconstructive procedure, the ultimate goal is achieving the patient's aesthetic goal. And having lots of options make it more likely that I can do that. Now we're coming into Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so it's really important for patients to remember that mammograms save lives. So if you are a woman who's over 40 years old, it's important that you get your screening mammogram because catching cancer early is key to saving your life. And it's also important, even if you don't have breast cancer and you had an implant placed for a cosmetic reason, that you have your implant screened. So check in with your surgeon this month and make sure that you are doing the proper screening to look at your implant and make sure that your implant remains healthy and safe. It's part of your screening, just like a mammogram, once you have a breast augmentation. If you'd like more information about Natrel breast implants, please visit natrel.com.
All right, there you go. Very excited about this because the office of the future is here and it is smarter than ever. Really cool. Tech expert Mark Saltzman, he's joining us now with some of the tech tools and services that are actually revolutionizing the way we work. Hey there, Mark.
Hey there, thanks for having me on the Daily Flash. And yes, I've partnered with some great brands to make sure that your business is well equipped. Let's start with a financial solution. You know, small businesses may think they can't afford to have an accountant, but they can't afford not to. But you don't have to break the bank on professional services with Block Advisors Bookkeeping from H&R Block. Starting at only $39 a month for a self-serve option and starting at only $175 a month for a dedicated accountant. That's up to half off typical accountant rates. With Block Advisors Payroll starting at only $59 a month, gain access to a dedicated accountant, their standard reporting, and guided setup for all your single state payroll needs. Now, here's something to help your businesses grow. You probably use Nextdoor, the incredibly popular neighborhood-centric social media platform. 1 in 3 U.S. households are already here, so why isn't your small business? Well, 79% of neighbors said they're influenced by a business recommendation on Nextdoor, ranking the platform as the #1 place for local recommendations. The good news is you can claim a free business page on Nextdoor to unlock an instant following and turn your neighbors into customers. Again, no need to spend time building your followers, they're already here. Next up, small businesses can benefit from powerful tools to remain productive, competitive, and profitable. And AI can help here too. Lenovo's new ThinkPad T14S Gen 6 laptop is an industry-leading AI PC with Copilot Plus, so you can create images, get help with coding, and generate action items from meetings thanks to instant summaries and translations. This PC also delivers extreme power efficiency with true multi-day battery life. And ThinkPad T14S boasts the lowest carbon footprint in the ThinkPad portfolio. It's made from recycled plastics, aluminum, and carbon fiber. For more info on everything covered here today, simply visit inthenews.tv.
The U.S. Army knows how to train soldiers both on and off the field. Here is U.S. Army Soldier First Sergeant Eric Immel with more on how students can up their back-at-school study game.
The Future Soldier Prep Course is a program designed to educate and train future soldiers to overcome their academic and physical fitness barriers to Army service. There are 2 distinct tracks. The physical fitness program ensures recruits meet the Army standards for enlistment, and the educational program is for recruits who need assistance improving their ASVAB scores, which is the placement test that's used to predict the career field that these future soldiers would be most successful at. Overall, since the program started, we've had approximately 26,000 recruits that have graduated and continued on to basic training. In the academic portion, we've had 95% of the students improve at least one test category, which has opened up more jobs based upon their scores. Then in the fitness track, 87% of the students within the fitness track graduate, and then they are ready to move on to basic combat training. If you want to learn more about life in the Army, you can visit goarmy.com.
Listen, we are so glad to have you here, and we are here for you Monday through Friday. But if you're looking for a little Andrea Jackson during the weekend, and with a little speckle of Mitch English and Matt Doolittle, you can go to our website.
With a nice dose of
With a nice little dose, just enough, right?
The nice thing about our website, open 24/7.
Yes.
We've got a drive-through.
We do.
It's so easy.
And you can order extra ketchup while you're there,
Sure
too, right?
can.
And we won't say anything.
We love all sorts of special orders.
About the only place you're going to find plastic straws anywhere is right here on our drive-through Daily Flash show. Anything that we talked about on the show, you can see there. The best part about it is there is a sound off feature. You press the button, boom, it sends us an email. We love hearing from you. Check it out, will you? And just tell us what you think. dailyflashshow.com. Hey everybody, welcome back. Before we head into the weekend, we always like to give you our picks for Stream for the Weekend. This is where we tell you about something you got to check out on the streaming services. We start off with Andrea.
Okay, I found this one. I love it. It's on Hulu. My pick for this weekend is A&E's crime documentary series, Murder in the 21st.
David used to text me every day. Not like Natalie to just leave her phone somewhere. I knew something was wrong.
A new A&E series uncovers 21st century murder investigations through digital footprints.
GPS coordinates show him at the murder scene. We have you creating email accounts, social media profiles, the fingers pointing right at you.
From first click to final conviction.
My baby's finally got some justice.
This series solves crimes thanks to an incredible daily digital footprint. Amazing some of the digital forensic crime resources detectives have now aside from physical DNA. There's even one story where they end up with a phantom phone and they're able to call a suspect from the dead woman's phone to see if they can catch him. And I mean, it's insane what they're able to do these days.
That's nuts. Well, my pick this week is an interesting one, as I think most of us saw it play out in front of us, and it's on FX. It's the American sports story, Aaron Hernandez.
You don't know the kind of thoughts I have. It's like a demon. What if God made me this way?
Tell me something, Aaron. You love to play football?
That's all I've ever done.
So this was an insane story, and I think we all saw it like play out in live. And I was amazed that the Patriots and the NFL and Florida Gators like gave them access to all the production stuff. But it's a crazy story.
All right, a tragic death and a canceled wedding, all at the height of Nantucket's busy tourist season. There is so much more to this, especially if you're the perfect couple.
Hello? Am I under arrest, or can I go get something to eat?
They're rich. Kill someone and get away with it, Rich.
Nicole Kidman, Liev Schreiber, Dakota Fanning, all-star in this whodunit that will make you binge all the way to the last episode. I don't want to say anything much about it, but just pay attention to all the characters. Is all I say.
It's delicious.
It is. You don't know who did it until the end. It's really cool. That does it for us. Y'all take care. We'll see you when we look at you.